back to sort of a serious question, why do you think it's hard to get outside of our solar system?
It's just an energy calculation. I mean, you can do it slowly whenever you want. But the idea of getting there in, one lifetime or a few lifetimes requires huge amounts of energy to accelerate. And then as soon as you get halfway there, you need to expend an equal amount of energy to decelerate, or you'll just go shooting by. And so that means carrying a lot of energy. And there's ideas like Yuri Milner, I think, is still funding the idea to use laser propulsion to send something to another star system, a small object. But it'll have no way to slow down, as far as I know.
They never talk about that part.
Yeah.
Like, how do we slow down?
Yeah. So
it's a quick flyby. You take a good picture, I guess.
Yeah, you better take some good pictures on your way by. So, and that's great if it happens. I'm not knocking it, but the amount of energy that's needed is just staggering. And there's other issues like just how do you maintain an ecosystem for that long in isolation? How do you prevent people from going crazy? What happens if you hit something while traveling at a significant fraction of the speed of light?
What about it, sort of some combination of expanding human lifespan, but also just good old-fashioned stable society on a spaceship?
Yeah, the generation ship. Yeah. No, I think that's the only way. It would have to keep going for a long time. And they might get to where they're going and find a shitty solar system. Like we can try to do some advanced survey, but I mean, if you get there and all of the planets in that solar system are just garbage planets, then it's kind of a big letdown for this like 1,000-year voyage that you've just been on, mm-hmm. Right? So, I mean, we have a pretty narrow range of parameters that we need to stay between in order to survive. In terms of the gravitational field that we can deal with. So that sets a bound on the size of the planet and what we need in the way of temperature and atmosphere and so on. So when you look at all those complications, then basically building exactly the environment we want out of available materials in this solar system starts to look a hell of a lot better. It's hard to make an economic argument, let's say, for making that journey. One of the things I like about The Expanse is the fact that the people who are trying to build the starship to go to the other solar system are doing it for religious reasons. I think that's the only reason that you would do it, because economically, it just makes more sense to build rotating cylindrical space habitats and make them perfect.
Well, isn't everything done for religious reasons? Like, why do we exploration?
Yeah.
Like, why do we go to the moon again?
Mm-hmm.
And do the other things? What does JFK said is not because they're easy, but because they're hard. Isn't that kind of a religious reason?
I knew a veteran of the Apollo program who once said that the Apollo moon landings were communism's greatest achievement.
Yeah, so the conflict between nations is a kind of
not exactly a religion, but it's what you're talking about.
Well, it's a struggle for meaning.
Yeah.
I mean, and that meaning isn't found in some kind of, it's hard to find meaning in mathematics.
Yeah.
It's found in some kind of, in music and religion, whatever, art.
I mean, some people do, but those are probably not enough of them to.
Well, people that find beauty, meaning in mathematics, they usually find meaning between the lines, nevertheless, not in the actual, like the proving some kind of thing.
Fair enough. Yeah.
So, from a cost perspective, do you actually see a possible future where we're building these kind of generation ships and just why not launch them one a year
mm-hmm.
out like wandering ants out into the galaxy?
I have nothing against it. It's just like I said, it's got the motivation to do it has to come from some kind of spiritual or kind of non-tangible calculus.
So from a business model perspective, you don't think there's a business model there?
No, no way.